morning, students. I hope you all are doing well and keeping safe in this time of a pandemic. So, students, we are going to revise tenses and its types today. You might have already done the topic in the class, but here is a revision video for you so that you can just recall all the types which you have done in the class. Right? So, let us begin with the topic. But before we proceed to the types of sentences, let us discuss what is a sentence. Now, what according to you is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense, right? So, the group of words, when you combine them and they make a sense, you call it a sentence. And a sentence expresses a complete thought or an idea, we say. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a symbol, that is a punctuation mark. It can be a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark, depending on the sentence. A sentence has at least one verb, that is an action word, to it, right? For example, Sam went to the store. This is what? This is a sentence having a noun, which is Sam, a verb, which is went, and to the store, store becomes our object. Okay, moving on to the four types of sentences. So the very first category we have is of declarative sentence, which is also known as an assertive sentence. Now, what is an assertive sentence? We'll discuss later. Coming to the second type, which is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence include command or a request. Then the third category is exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence are the sentences which expresses a thought, a feeling, or an emotion. Then coming to the fourth category, which is of interrogative sentence. Now, an interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Now, we will discuss each and every type in detail with a few examples. Now, first category is declarative sentence. What is a declarative sentence? A declarative sentence makes a statement, it states a fact or an opinion, and always ends with a full stop. In some cases, it might even end with an exclamation mark where a person is making a statement in expressing his feelings. So that is also a declarative sentence. For example, the boy is happy. It is a statement ending with a full stop. The people are running. Again, a declarative or an assertive sentence. It can be divided into two categories. One is of a positive sentence, which is an affirmative sentence, and the other category is of a negative sentence, which contains a negation in any form. It can be no, not, or never, a negation in any form. Like if I say the boy is not happy, then that makes it a negative sentence, whereas the boy is happy is a positive sentence and affirmative sentence. Moving on to the next category, which is of interrogative sentence. Now, what is an interrogative sentence? From the term interrogative, you can understand that it poses a question. It asks a question, hence ends with a question mark. For example, who is your teacher? Have you ever seen a fish flying? Now, all these sentences these are question or interrogative sentences, which are ending with a question mark. Now, interrogative sentences are also of different categories. First category is of yes or no interrogatives, in which you start your sentence with a verb or a modal. For example, are you busy now? So answer to this question can be yes, I am busy, or no, I am not busy. So such are the interrogative sentences, the first type, which is yes or no interrogatives. Coming to the next category, which is alternative interrogatives, in which you give options or choices. For example, is this room number 22 or 24? Right, so this is also a question, but in this we are giving choice. Then coming to WH interrogatives, means the questions beginning with who, what, why, where, which, and so on. These are what? These are WH interrogatives, right, which have a particular answer. For example, who are you? So there will be a particular answer to this question. Proceeding to the next category of the sentence, which is imperative sentence. Now, what is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence always gives an order or makes a request. For example, go to your room. Now, this is what? This is an order, this is a command. Hence, it is an imperative sentence. Please do this work for me. This is what? This is a request. So, the difference between a command and a request is that a command is without the word please, and it is more formal way of addressing someone, whereas a request is with the word please and it is more polite. Okay, and you have to remember that an imperative sentence can end with a period or an exclamation mark. A period means a full stop. Proceeding to the next category of the sentence, which is an exclamatory sentence. So what are exclamatory sentences? Exclamatory sentences are the sentences which express strong feelings or emotions, in which we express our feelings. And you have to remember that an exclamatory sentence always ends with an exclamation mark. For example, wow, that's great news. Hooray, you have done well. Or we won. Hooray, we won. So all these are what exclamatory sentence in which a person is expressing feelings. Then there are certain terms of interjection we say, or exclamatory terms we say, which are like wow, amazing, hurrah, alas. All these are what? These are interjections or exclamatory words. Now what do exclamatory words they do? Exclamatory words, they are used to show emotions or a strong emotional response like love, anger, happiness, confusion, or any other type of emotions. Few more examples you can see. Be careful. What a lovely time. How brightly the sun is shining. May God fulfill all your wishes. So all these are exclamatory sentences in which we are expressing our feelings or emotions. Okay, now let us quickly recall all the 4 types which we have done. The first type is declarative sentence. You have to remember that it ends with a full stop in most of the cases, but in some cases it may even end with an exclamation mark. And declarative sentence is also known as assertive sentence, and they always make a statement, an opinion, or a fact. Then second category is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence always asks a question and ends with a question mark. We already discussed the 3 types of interrogative sentences. Some beginning with verbs or modals which have their answer in yes or no, whereas in the other type we give choices or options. The third category belongs to the WH category, in which there will be a particular answer to the question. Okay, then moving on to the third category, which is of imperative sentence. Now in imperative sentences we give a command or make a request, right? And they also end with a full stop or an exclamation mark. The fourth category is of exclamatory sentence, in which we express strong feelings or emotions, in which we express our feelings or emotions, like what a lovely day. This is what? This is an exclamatory sentence. Now students, always remember that you have to begin your sentence with a capital letter and end your sentence with a punctuation mark, depending on the type of the sentence. This is one important point which you have to keep in mind. Further, there is an exercise given for you. Let us just quickly practice that. You have to punctuate the sentences and also state the type of a sentence it is. What kind of candy do you like? Now what do you think it would be? Just think and write it down somewhere in a rough notebook or somewhere, so that later you can check your answer when I'll discuss the answers of all the 4 sentences. Second sentence is, go and get the paper off the porch. Third, wow, you did great. Number 4th, I love to watch old movies. Okay, you might have done all these sentences in your rough notebook, or you can even do them in your mind. Now let us discuss the answers. First one, what kind of candy do you like? As the sentence is beginning with WH, that is, it is posing a question and it will have a particular answer as well. So it is an interrogative sentence and you have to end the sentence with a question mark. The second category is, go and get the paper off the porch. So it is what? It is a command. It is a command, hence we call it an imperative sentence. And an imperative sentence here will end with a full stop. Then the third category, wow, you did great. This is what? This is expressing a feeling, an emotion, and also an interjection is used, that is wow. So we will end this with an exclamation mark and the sentence is exclamatory. Then the last category is, I love to watch old movies. Yes, it is simply making a statement, hence it is a declarative or assertive sentence. And if we have to tell further the subcategory of declarative sentence, then it is a positive sentence because there is no negation. Okay students, so that is all for the day. I hope you have understood the sentence and its types. You can revise the same and practice a few sentences from your book. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.